And welcome back. Now in its 8th year, the American Documentary Film Festival is well underway with documentaries from filmmakers from all over the world. Evan Evanson is from Norway. The world premiere of his film, Lefty, Story of a Liverpool Football Player, will be shown tomorrow morning at the Palm Springs Cultural Center at 11:30. It's good to have you here, and thanks for getting up so early.
Thank you, John. Thank you. No problem.
You're still on jet lag?
Yeah, like in Norwegian time, this is in the afternoon, so for me it's just great.
Perfect.
You know, I've been up for like 4 hours already.
Perfect.
So.
Well, I love the film. It's beautifully shot. How did you find this one guy from a small town in Norway that was bullied, wasn't treated well in school, to become a superstar?
The thing is, I knew him from some other TV work, and John Arne Riise, he's like a huge star in Norway, playing for Liverpool football team, you know, one of the biggest sports brands in the world. And actually, I met him at a poker game, actually. And I started talking to him, and some people have like their mind set to how he was from media. And then I sat down and talked to him during the poker game, and he was the nicest guy ever. Yeah. So I had the wrong impression of him.
Okay, but if you didn't
I got
know,
interested in it.
Yeah, but if you didn't know his backstory, you probably would have had that vision of him as being kind of arrogant.
Yeah, exactly. And when I did the research, I found out that he was bullied a lot when he was a kid. Pretty bad, actually. And he was always alone. He had like no friends whatsoever. And maybe because he was pretty good in athletes and stuff like that, so the other kids started bullying him. But what I loved about him, he used his energy to canalize, we say it in Norwegian, to become a good soccer player. Like he used his rage, and that's what the title of the film is called Lefty. And he had probably the hardest left shot ever. Yeah. And he told me, John, actually, that he was like 12 hours a day was shooting with his left leg in his mother's yard. Yeah. Or like hitting the ball, hitting.
But he also found a friend who encouraged him to keep going, and I guess that's what everybody kind of needs in life, and especially for him. And so, being a documentary filmmaker, what do you think makes a good documentary? I mean, you have to have a subject that's compelling, but beyond that.
It's for me, a documentary, it's the best. You know, we have the scripted stuff, but you know, documentary, it's the realism. You know, it's nobody that writes a script. It's a character-driven story, and there's so many stories out there in the real world.
Sure.
It needs to be told. That's the beauty of it.
But you don't know until you start whether or not it's going to, I guess, give you the fulfillment that you're hoping for until you actually do it, right?
Yeah. And some maybe call it luck, but you have to. I came from you guys. I'm a journalist back in the days, actually, from a local TV station in Norway.
Really?
So you gotta have your instincts right for the great stories, and I just love what I found in John and this film. You know, Liverpool Football Club, they have 771 million fans worldwide. I know it's not that big in the States yet, but the Premier League it's getting on because you have American football, but worldwide, Liverpool is one of the biggest sports brands. And in this brand, we had Riise that had this wonderful story.
Well, I was new to finding this out after watching the film, and I could not imagine how rabid these fans are. I mean, there is nothing that's going to stop them from watching. This is the world premiere. It is Wednesday at 11:30 at the Portland Cultural Center. I think it's something that people need. If you're a sports fan, if you're just interested in human interest, this is the perfect film for it.
Yeah, because it's a sports film, but it's more like I think it's good for people to see that the moral is even though people put you down, you can always get up there. And John Arne Riise is a wonderful person. Yeah. He's very strong. He has this chemistry sometimes, but I think everybody's going to enjoy that film. And everybody should enjoy Teddy's festival, the American Ducks. You're so lucky to have this wonderful festival with John.
Yeah.
And I have to say, coming from Norway, it's the best festival. Everybody should watch all the films over there.
Thank you. Thank you for coming in this morning.
Thank you for having me.
Appreciate it. And
Thank you.
I hope you get a good audience out there to see the film because it's worth it. All right.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.